Here's a rundown of this week's top headlines. I'm Nicole Cordobes. The House of Representatives has approved the restoration of the death penalty bill on its third and final reading with a 217 against 54 vote, despite warnings made by Speaker Pantaleon Alvarez that House officials who will vote against the bill will be ousted from their position. Those who voted against the death penalty bill were former President and now Deputy Speaker Gloria Macapagal Arroyo, Ilocos Norte Representative Imelda Marcos, and Batangas Representative Vilma Santos Recto. The Commission on Appointments rejected the appointment of Perfecto Yasay Jr. as Secretary of the Department of Foreign Affairs because of compelling issues surrounding his qualifications, like illegally holding a U.S. citizenship. Senate Foreign Affairs Committee Chairman Panfilo Lacson said the Commission on Appointments was unhappy with Yasay's conflicting statements under oath. Yasay was then removed from the post after a unanimous vote by a plenary session of the Congress. Foreign Affairs Undersecretary Enrique Manalo has assumed the position of Acting Foreign Secretary. The Bureau of Customs confiscated two 20-foot containers of tobacco products belonging to Mighty Corporation that were shipped from Manila to Cebu with counterfeit tax stamps or fake cigarette stamps. Chief Legal Counsel Salvador Panelo said the tobacco company could face charges of economic sabotage and held liable for defrauding the government of millions of revenues. Alex Wong Chu King, owner of Mighty Corporation, has appeared in the NBI last March 8 to meet with Director Dante Guieran and then met with Justice Secretary Vitaliano Aguirre II to convey his willingness to cooperate in any investigation. As of March 9, Alex Wong Chu King and his brother Cesar has been placed in the Immigration Lookout Bulletin order that prevents them from going out of the country while the investigation is ongoing. President Duterte has appointed Court of Appeals 4th Division Chairman Associate Justice Noel as the 176th Magistrate of the Supreme Court, who will be replacing former Supreme Court Associate Justice Arturo Brion, who retired from his position after reaching the mandatory retirement age of 70. However, Tiham, who is already 68 years old, will only have 2 years left to serve before he retires. Tiham's appointment letter was transmitted to the Office of Chief Justice Maria Lourdes Sereno last March 8. The President recently named his first appointee to the High Court in the person of Sandigan Bayan Associate Justice Samuel Martires. President Duterte approved the establishment of the National Government Portal and a National Broadband Plan, where the Department of Information and Communications Technology, or DICT, will develop a national broadband plan to accelerate the deployment of fiber optic cables and wireless technologies in order to improve the internet speed in the country. The program aims to interconnect government offices across the country, increase internet penetration, especially in far-flung areas, and stimulate economic growth through the digital empowerment of the people. Should the proposal be approved, the National Broadband Plan will require 200 million pesos. Women have dominated the list of the top 10 graduates for the class of 2017 of the Philippine Military Academy, where 8 out of 10 top graduates are female cadets. Cadet First Class Rovi Mariel Martinez ranked first out of the 167 members of the class, making Martinez the 4th female to graduate at the top of the class ever since the Academy graduated its first female cadets back in 1997. This batch will also be PMA's largest composition of female cadets, where out of 167 graduates, 63 are women. President Duterte is expected to attend the graduation rites on March 12, accompanied by Defense Secretary Delfin Lorenzana and Armed Forces of the Philippines Chief of Staff General Eduardo Ano. Filipinas got free rides in the LRT2 and MRT3 last March 8 in celebration of International Women's Day from 7 to 9 a.m. and from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Netizens then took to Twitter to express their gratitude of the free rides. U.S. President Donald Trump has signed the executive order on the revised travel ban that takes effect on March 16, 2017. The revised travel ban has reversed an indefinite ban on refugees from Syria and replaced it instead with a 120-day freeze that requires review and renewal. It also exempts citizens of the 6 banned countries who are already legal permanent residents and current visa holders of the U.S. But the new order still retains some elements of the old one, like cutting down the number of refugees admitted to the U.S. each year from 110,000 to 50,000. Nike has revealed the hijab they have been developing for a year for Muslim athletes. Figure skater Zara Larry from Abu Dhabi, who will be representing the United Arab Emirates in the Winter Olympics that will be held next year in Pyeongchang, South Korea, was one of the athletes who contributed in the product development of the hijab. History was made last year in the U17 or Under 17 Women's World Cup held last October in Jordan. The first time in history Muslim players wore headscarves in a FIFA event. FIFA has formally lifted a ban on head coverings in the year 2014, while FIBA is still under fire for not lifting the ban until today. So that's what happened this week. We would like to know what you have to say, so make sure that you are part of the discussion by using the hashtag MB Rundown in all your comments, status, and tweets. I'll see you again next week.